Hey you guys, it's Michelle, the Tupperware lady, and we are going to work on some snacks this afternoon. Simple, run-of-the-mill, nothing crazy snacks. And my thought process was, first of all, these are things that I like, so, obviously we're going to do it. But did you know summertime is coming, guys? Those of you who have kids and grandkids in school and you're going to be seeing them you're going to need some snacks because lunch is coming, right? So, we're making three things today. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to make some cold brew. This isn't for the kiddos, this is for me because summer cold brew, can't be without it. So we're going to make some cold brew, and then we're going to make real Jell-O. Can we talk about Jell-O for just a second, guys? How many of you, show of hands, show me in the likes, put it in the comments, how many of you make Jell-O for the kids versus buying the little carton that you get at the grocery store? You guys, I remember when those little non-refrigerated carton thingies came out, the little individual ones, and I'll be honest, I can remember thinking, oh cool, this is the greatest thing, they don't need to be refrigerated. Well, grown-up me who now has a little bit of nutrition background, a little bit of I look at that and I go, Jell-O melts when it is warm. Why doesn't that Jell-O in the little carton melt at room temperature? It should. So think about some of the extra preservatives, whatever, that might be in that wiggly carton of stuff I put it in my kids' lunches. I won't lie, I used to put it in my kids' lunches as well until I got that thought process, and then I started making my own. And you guys, this little carton or this little box, it's sugar-free because it's for me. I'm diabetic and that's what I eat is sugar-free. This cost me no more than $1.25. So divide that by like 4 servings because I'm going to get 4 servings out of this. 25-30 cents is all each of the little cups that I'm going to make cost. Yay! And what am I going to put them in? Well, I happen to have a handy-dandy stack of snack cups right here, and that's what they're going to go in. So, got that one down a little bunny trail there. So first we're going to make cold brew, then we're going to make Jell-O, and then I'm going to make some pudding. And I want you to notice how quick all of this is to do. So how quick I can have a refrigerator shelf full of ready-to-grab snacks, whether it's for me or for Paul, or I don't have any littles, but if I had littles, look at how quickly I would be getting snacks to them. So, first of all, cold brew, because cold brew. I don't drink black coffee. The only black coffee I can drink is cold brew because there's no bitterness and it is just delicious. I love my cold brew. It takes 8 to 12 hours in the refrigerator. It's got our filter. Let me show you this. If you like to make drinks, if you like making fancy drinks, you may see in the recipe for your fancy drink that it says to use espresso. Or if you just want to be like me and pour maybe a little cream and go, okay? So if you're going to do espresso, you're going to fill it up here. Can you see these lines? Here's a line and here's a line. You can see it better in person. You can see it better in some of my pictures. If you're going to make an espresso, what you do is you fill it up all the way to here with your coffee grounds. Make your cold brew. There you go. If you're going to make it ready to drink, you only fill it up to here. Now, let me give you a cost-saving tip, you guys. I'm not going to do it today because I haven't dug out my other cold brew yet. I didn't have both of them out. I've got 2 of these because I never want to be out. And I want to have this ready to go so that I can drink it quickly. But let me give you a tip on what to do with this so that you get the most out of your coffee grounds. Because that is something that I hear of, oh my gosh, that's a lot of coffee grounds. It is. It's so worth it. It's delicious. It is still way cheaper than going to the coffee shop and buying a cold brew at the coffee shop. But what you're going to do, guys, is you are going to fill it up all the way to here with coffee grounds, and you're going to get the espresso. So what you can do is you can make your foo-foo drinks, or you can cut it once it's ready, pour it into a pitcher, and then pour an equal amount of water in it, and you've got ready to go. So you keep it as espresso or dilute it for ready to go. And then don't dump your grounds. You still have it filled up to here with your grounds that you just made the espresso in. Put it right back into your carafe, fill it back up with water, and when it comes out, you now have ready to drink coffee. So you're going to get 2 uses out of those grounds. That's fabulous. That's a lot of coffee. It ends up being like 3 times the amount of coffee. I, however, and you know I always and forever tell the truth, I'm in too much of a hurry. I don't want to wait for the second carafe to get done, so I am just making the ready to go today. And actually, I'm making flavored today. I am making Texas pecan. I wish we had smell-o-vision because it smells so incredibly good. And do you notice that I keep a Tupper Mini down inside? Just because a Tupper Mini holds a full 1/4 of a cup. It just makes it so much easier to scoop and pour. I use these Tupper Minis for so many things. Am I full? Yep. There it is. Put my lid back on, and then I'm just going to fill it with water. And you guys, if I wasn't doing this to show you, of course I would be doing it at the sink, but because I'm showing you, I have a picture. Just I will tell you that if you're doing it at the sink, don't run your water full force. You just kind of want to gently get it in, and we're going all the way up to the top. And what's happening, guys, is just kind of like sun tea, only this is refrigerator. Cold brew, it is brewing cold in the refrigerator, and you are going to have absolutely the best coffee. Sure, you can heat it up if you want, but it's about to be hot and humid in my area of Ohio, and yeah, we don't do that. This is going into the refrigerator, and we'll be drinking it cold. Now, another thing, this is not a seal. This is just a cover. This is just covering it up. Yes, indeed, you can flip it off. It is just covering it off. The other thing that you do with this is when you take your cold brew, your carafe out, and you're ready to dump the grounds out, guys, first you're going to hold it up and make sure you get all the water out, and then put your filter right here. This was designed for your filter to sit into to collect any extra few drips of coffee that you're then just going to pour right back into that. So, okay, cold brew is ready. I'm just going to set it here for a minute to get it ready to go into the refrigerator. Look at how quick that was. I'll put it in the refrigerator when I put everything else in. The next thing I'm doing is I am making the Jell-O. Oh my gosh, you guys. So incredibly fast. So incredibly fast. So I'm just getting our 1/2 cup snack cups. And by the way, look, check it out. This is our Vera Bradley plus Tupperware. Look at how pretty it is. The pink is still available. The other 2 are sold out, but look at how pretty. I keep the pink for myself, and do you know why? Because, my guys, actually nobody in my family is going to steal the pink, so the pink is always mine. So, I have got my 4 1/2 cup servings. I drained some mandarin oranges. This is just the top of the double colander. I drained some mandarin oranges. I'm making orange Jell-O. So I'm just going to put some mandarin oranges into each cup. No science. Now, if I was making like the Jell-O mold, the gel ring mold, and I was putting fruit in it, I would let the Jell-O set up for a little bit before I put the fruit in. And the reason is I would want the fruit to be distributed a little bit. Yeah, these are just little 1/2 cup snacky cups. I don't care. If they're all at the bottom, I don't care. So, I'm going to set them off to the side for a minute. And you see I have them on one of our luncheon plates just because it's going to be easier to carry them all to the refrigerator at once. So, alright, I have 1 cup of water, hot water, already heated up in the microwave. So I'm going to open up my Jell-O and get it in here. What did I do with that spoon? Here's what I did with that spoon. I know every one of you knows how to make Jell-O. You're probably, so if you're just tuning in, you're probably thinking, is Michelle really showing us how to make Jell-O? Yeah, Michelle really is showing you how to make Jell-O because we're making snacks, and I want you just to see how fast this goes to make them from scratch, to make homemade yummies. All right, so stir, 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 stir. Now, when I was a kid and I was putting fruit in my Jell-O, and in fact when my kids were small and I was putting fruit in their Jell-O, when I drained the liquid from the fruit, I would use that drained juice as part of the liquid. Knock your socks off if you're going to do that. The only mandarin oranges that I could find, they were canned, the only mandarin oranges I could find were in fruit juice. They were not packed in water, they were packed in fruit juice. And like I said, I'm diabetic, so I watch the extra juices. So, I didn't save it. I drained it. Alrighty. And then I need a cup of cool water. Right into there it goes. Stir, 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 stir. Is this faster than bringing it home from the grocery store? No, probably not. But really, this hasn't taken any time at all, has it? And it doesn't have all of those stabilizer things in it that is keeping your Jell-O, can you see what I'm doing here? That is keeping your Jell-O from melting at room temperature. Now, can these go in their lunch boxes? I don't know. I'm going to tell you the truth. I've not tried that. I'm going to say if you put cold packs in, very, very cold, possibly. Oh, you know what? I put oranges in here. I bet I'm going to get more than 4. I am going to get more than 4, but I didn't save out any oranges. So one of them is going to be orangeless, isn't it? Ha! It's a little bit short too. That's okay. That's okay. I have 4 with oranges and 1 without. Look at how quick and easy that is. I know everything that's in there. There's no stabilizer stuff that isn't food that keeps my Jell-O from melting. So awesome. I'm going to move these off to the side. Watch my shaky hands, guys. So they are ready to go into the refrigerator. And next we are going to make some chocolate pudding. Same thing, guys, with chocolate pudding. I don't buy the little cups of it anymore because chocolate pudding is milk-based. You don't leave milk out at room temperature. So that is a little bit worrisome. So I just don't. Now, my chocolate pudding, guys, all of you know that I told you that I use Epicure. So this is Epicure instant chocolate pudding, which means it doesn't have any weird stuff in it. This has organic coconut palm sugar, organic cocoa powder, sea salt, and then a food starch modified. We're going to hope and pray that doesn't mean potato starch for me, but it's probably like a cornstarch or something that when you're actually making your own chocolate pudding from scratch, you're going to have the cornstarch in there anyway. So let's get this open. Okay, and I am actually going to make a Mocha chocolate pudding. So what I'm doing is I'm going to hope that I actually have a cup of milk left over from morning coffee. Don't know if I do or not. Ooh, it's going to be a close one. Huh, I do. Barely. There's a cup of milk, or excuse me, a cup of coffee left over from morning coffee, and then a cup of milk. Now, if you don't want the Mocha, which I love the taste of Mocha, if you don't want the Mocha, go ahead and use 2 cups of milk. Use whatever kind of milk you want. Gosh, look at that. I have like lucked out all over. That just made it as well. But if you don't want to put Mocha in it, you don't want to put coffee in it, go for it. That's fine. Use 2 cups of milk instead. So I've got a cup of coffee, a cup of milk, and a packet of my Epicure instant chocolate pudding here. And then I'm using our whipping mix. I'm going to put it on gear 1, because remember, gear 1 is the fastest one. Gear 2 is a little bit slower, but it's got more gears engaged, so it's easier. It's going to be half a titch noisy. Let's get back to 1. goes so, so, so fast. Oops, gotta go the wrong way. Turn around, turn around. Because it's got little teeth that go down into the handle, so you know you've got it. You guys watch down here. A little bit noisy till it really gets going. I could put it on second gear. Let me put it on second gear to be quieter. There we go. Then I can still talk. This isn't going to stop anything. It's still going to go just as easy, just as fast. The difference is with it on second gear, I might not be able to tell when it's done. So if you're doing this without the Whip-A-Mix and you're whisking it or you're using a mixer, you're going to whisk it up for about 2 minutes. This isn't going to take me any 2 minutes. I should probably look. I'm going to go back on 1 just so that I can feel a little bit better. This is so much fun for the kids to do. The kids can make their own snacks, their own pudding. Alright, this is getting a little bit tougher. Ooh. Here we go. Put that in there. Check it out. I've got another plate, and the only reason I'm using the plates is because it's going to be so much easier to take the plate to the refrigerator. Get some more snack cups, and just pour it in. And it just needs to set up in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes, and it'll be ready to eat. Doesn't that look good? You should smell it, you guys. I can so smell the coffee. It smells delicious. Alright, let's get a spatula to get the last bits out of there. It's thickening up as I'm standing here, even putting it into the cups. Alright, can I get any more out? Oh, sure I can, because we have fabulous spatulas. Which one looks low? Do any of them look low? Oh, purple. Purple looks less. Alright, you guys. Ooh, wait. That's so good. Oh my gosh, can you taste the coffee? Delicious. So just that quickly, I have got pudding. I have got Jell-O. And I have got cold brew. We are set for the snacks. Any questions? Write them in the comments. Talk to you soon. Bye.